You have entered the Chronic's Rabbit Hole, and Petra, thank you so much for your buy me an energy drink request. You are bringing Marko Hietala back down the rabbit hole, and today we're going to be listening to Anteeks, and this is Elämää, episode 15, season 15? Says S15.
We're going to go season. Y'all let us know it. Petra, thank you so much, because I know you have a lovely write-up for all of us to know what we're about to get into on the other side of the spins. Let's go, Chronicans. Petra, thank you so much for the support in Chronicans. Thank you for being here. We have a big write-up, so I'm going to get right into this. So first of all, I apologize for the long description for the first request. That's okay, no worries. And thanks to Thule for providing most of the information that we're about to get into. This is Marko's performance in the currently airing show Elämää. Elämää, Just Life, is the TV show where Finnish singers gather together in the Finnish countryside to perform each other's songs. Each artist has their own episode dedicated to them. Other artists will perform their songs, and the artists will tell stories from behind the songs in their life. That's amazing. The original concept comes from the Dutch TV show Best Song Is. That's exactly what it was sounding like. Marko sings the song Anteeks, I'm Sorry. This is what Marko said about the song. This song is about how you got to take care of your friendship. It's about one of the most important things anyone can and should say at times. That's the case if one has any courage, spin in integrity. Then Lita, the one whose song it was, said about the song, it's about how you can't always expect people to apologize to you, but you have to realize that it was you who messed up. I also attached the translated lyrics of the song. Thanks again, Thule. It would be great if we read it before reacting, because the text is really powerful, which we are about to do here. So far, this sounds amazing, doesn't it?
It does.
So start of the lyrics. I see you coming down the street. I almost switched to the other side of the street. Not because of you, but because it's so hard to look you in the eye. So difficult today. Wow. One word, only one word is left. Only one word is in my head. I'm sorry that I wasn't there when you were going through some hard times. I'm sorry that I wasn't by your side when you needed a friend. If this crazy world ended tomorrow, I would be there and stand by your side. I'm sorry. I see you coming down the street. I raise my head and look you in the eye, and I see one word, only one word is left. One word only one word is in my head. I'm sorry that I wasn't there when you were going through some hard times. I'm sorry that I wasn't by your side when you needed a friend. If this crazy world ended tomorrow, I would be there and stand by your side. I'm sorry. If you were broken now, I wouldn't leave. If your walls crumbled, I wouldn't leave you. If the stairs crumbled underneath, if there was a landslide, I would pick you up. If nightmares attacked you from the worst dreams, if you were lost, I would come get you out of there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If this crazy world ended tomorrow, I would be there and stand by your side. I'm sorry.
Wow. Those are some pretty powerful lyrics, because I know, at least I can speak for myself, that I've at least been in that position where you see that person, you really want to say something, but then you don't, and you let it go too long.
Yeah.
And then it's hard to even say something, and then it ends up being just a piece of poetry, or a song like this is all you can really say, because
To let it out some way.
you had to let it out some way. You knew that you were at fault, and you can now see from that different perspective that isn't blinded by your own like rose-colored glasses in a way. And but you just let it go on too long. So this is really interesting. I'm really excited to see Marko Hietala sing this, because of even what he says about the song, that you have to be able to cross the street and say something if you don't want to be a coward, if you want to have a spine, if you want to be able to move forward correctly and maintain your strength. Because I believe that that is something that's very powerful, with saying I'm sorry and being the one to take on that ownership.
Yes, it is. Take ownership and say I'm sorry. Here we go. Oh, lovely.
Tuut vastaan, mä meinaan vaihtaa jo puolta.
Nice guitar too.
En sun vuoks vaan koska on vaikeeta katsoo sua silmi niin vaikeeta. tänään. Yksi sana vaan on jäljellä. Yksi sana vaan soi mun päässä. Anteeks, kun en ollut paikalla, kun sulla oli raskasta. Anteeks, kun en ollut vierellä, kun sä tarvit ystävää. Jos tää hullu maailma päättyis huomenna, aion olla paikalla, vierelläsi seisoa. Anteeks, tuut vastaan.
What a nice studio too.
Nostan mun katseen sun silmiin ja näen. Yksi sana vaan on jäljellä. Yksi sana vaan soi mun päässä. Anteeks, kun en ollut paikalla, kun sulla oli raskasta. Anteeks, kun en ollut vierellä, kun sä tarvit ystävää. Jos tää hullu maailma päättyis huomenna, aion olla paikalla, vierelläsi seisoa. Nyt jos oisit rikki, en lähtis. Jos sun seinät
love his
kaatis,
handwork.
en jättäis. Portatalta pettäis, maa vyöryis. Mä nostaisin sut, painajaiset hyökkäis sun niskaa. Pahimmista unista oisit eksyksissä. Mä sieltä pois noutaisin sut.
She's loving it. Oh wow.
Jos tää hullu maailma päättyis huomenna, aion olla paikalla, vierelläsi seisoa. Anteeks, kun en ollut paikalla, kun sulla oli raskasta.
Wow. Wow. Marko.
Wow.
God, got everyone tearing up.
He sure did.
I love that side of Marko, honestly, when you can see him so close. Kind of his handwork. I think his handwork is just so majestic how he
Yeah.
gets into that, and just every word you get to experience, even just through that hand, it's mesmerizing. But getting to see all of them be moved, and then knowing the format of how this is and the topic of it all together, it's really perfect. And they're all on that table too. They're like kind of eating. It's such a sharing experience, and they're all
Yeah.
like doing each other's songs. So it's quite an experience. And this is something I never knew was even a
Yeah.
thing. So it's really cool because we love the best songers and all that and everything that they showed us with music. So here's another thing showcasing more talent. That's what we just love about Europe in general and stuff. It's just they always are supporting each other in such a good way, not trying to take each other over.
They really are, because like this is such an intimate space.
Yeah, it
And like
is.
when you're singing someone else's music, like that's their artistry, that's their art style, that's like what they've
Very
put
vulnerable
out. It's a
moment.
very vulnerable moment. And so when they're all sitting there and listening to his rendition and the emotion that he's putting into it, he's literally brought every like everyone to tears at that
Sure,
table.
look like it.
And if not crying, at least a little bit of water in the eyes, you know.
They got moved.
They got moved, absolutely. I'm
Yeah.
going to assume that the lady in the white is the lady who wrote the song because of
Looked
how
like
many
that.
times it
The
panned
back and
over
forth
to
there.
her.
Yeah.
We haven't heard the song originally. This is our very first time ever hearing.
It's beautiful.
And it's beautiful. And so to see when Marko hit that final note for like, I'm sorry, and like how she was just literally physically blown back and blown away. And that was when the gentleman in the green actually began to cry and like his tears came down. So like this was such a moving performance. I loved it with Marko's voice,
Me
having
too.
a man's voice singing this. It just, honestly, it feels like one of those like breakup songs that I would have like listened to over and over and over again when I was younger, in my teens going into my 20s and
Me too.
stuff. Like I'd still listen to the song over and over again now, but like it was definitely during those moments of like heartache and things that this is a piece that I can see really healed and helped so many people.
Totally.
And then I'm sure this piece has even reconnected friendships and along the way.
And it's beautiful, just the topic itself and what it's done for
Yeah.
me in my life. Even last year is going to some of the people and saying sorry and how much that's like redeemed some of my friendships. And so
Yeah.
definitely go when you're on that road, make sure you go over there and make sure to say hi even to the stranger.
Cross the
Sometimes all
road.
they need is a little hello and they'll have a better day too. So you can even
Yeah.
apply it that way. And this was an awesome thing. I'm sorry. Wasn't a great one. Which language was this in? Was this in
I believe
Finnish?
this is Finnish.
Yeah.
It's a fully Finnish TV show with Finnish
Right.
artists, so I believe the song itself language would be Finnish as well.
Makes sense. So it was amazing. It's always awesome to have Marko come down the rabbit hole as well. But then to see this, what was the show name again? It was
It was Vane. Where was it? Vane.
yeah, Vain Elämää, Just
Elämää.
Life TV show
Just
for
Life.
yeah, that's amazing. So definitely let us know about the Van Elämää if we should go check out any of those videos as well. And if you want to see any more Marko come down the rabbit hole as well, put that in the comments below. Like this video if you had a good time and subscribe if you want to see more. But we are now exiting the rabbit hole, folks. Thank you so much, Petra.
Thank you so much, Petra, for bringing Marko Hietala back down the rabbit hole. I can't wait to see what else you have in store for us coming in the future. Peace and love, Chronicans.
God bless y'all.
Take care and bye for now.